What's going down, baby? It's your boy, MileHighFloatin, always smoking heavy choke, but continue really talking to in the back end for another one of the bangers by my boy, Ryan UpChurch. Yeah, I can say banger because when he's doing these breakdowns, bro, we're breaking down bangers. You know what I'm saying? We breaking down bangers. But this is behind the lyrics of Parachute off the new album, Parachute. This is episode 13 of his Behind the Lyrics series. And yeah, without further ado, let's just jump into this, man. This is actually one of his shorter Behind the Lyrics. They're usually like 15, 20 minutes sometimes. Sometimes, you know, there's been like one that was even, I think, a little longer. This was only like 13 minutes. So let's just jump into this, man, and see what he's talking about. Let's hear the breakdown. You know what I'm saying? We've actually did the reaction to this song already, actually. So yeah, go check that out. And go check out the other reactions we've done to some of the other songs off that album, and we're definitely gonna do the entire album, guarantee it. But let's do this, man. We got Ryan UpChurch with the Behind the Lyrics, episode 13 with Parachute off the album Parachute. Let go.
Welcome to another episode of Behind the Lyrics. I know you thought we weren't gonna do any more of these, didn't you? I know you did, motherfucker. All right, so
I didn't.
Fuck it, let's do it.
I just know you're a busy mother. Bruh, you know what I'm saying? And you do shit when you have time. You have a lot on your plate because you're like me. You do a whole like 15 things at once, and sometimes that's a good thing and sometimes it's not a good thing. You know what I'm saying? But we enjoy what we do. So that's all that goddamn fucking matters. You know what I'm saying? Love you, brother.
Shit. Alright, so this song is called Parachute. It's off the new album that is either about to come out or already out. It depends on when I put this out.
You said that in another Behind the Lyrics.
So this song, Parachute, is about pretty much, you know, seeing, always wanting to be at the top and always wanting to, you know, see what these certain cliques are like. They're way up in the music industry. And then once you see a glimpse of them, you realize that it's not what you thought it was. It's more of a facade and more of like, I don't know, just a negative vibe. I don't like it very much. So it's about just, you know, being grounded with yourself and, you know, remembering.
And that's real life. Like, the one thing Church, like, he didn't say it a whole lot, but when he would mention anything about fame, like, it was the most awkward, like, it was the most awkward part of any conversation I had with him, because he doesn't like the idea of him being famous. Like, does he understand that he's reached a certain level of notoriety that he's famous at this point? Like, most people would call him famous. Fuck yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's not dumb. Like, he understands that. You know what I'm saying? That's why he moves the way he does. That's why he has security. You know what I'm saying? He understands the role and the position that he is in. But I can say from personally talking to this dude, he is the happiest motherfucker when he is not, like, being a famous person. Like, he loves to just be Ryan. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even going to be like, oh, he loves to be Church. Like, nah, because Church is really the persona that... I won't even say persona, because he's really the same person, you know what I'm saying, in both situations. But he likes to just be Ryan, man. He likes the idea of just being a regular old dude, you know what I'm saying? He wants to just enjoy life and live life like the rest of us, man. And I remember when I was talking to him, when I first met him, man, like that weekend, like I said, you pick up on certain things. And I remember then anytime we'd bring up fame or famous or, you know what I'm saying, like, he would never really engage in that conversation. And if he did, you know, engage in that conversation, it was kind of almost like it felt awkward to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't want to be put on a pedestal, you know what I'm saying, for anything. Like, he just wanted to be, he wants to be grounded. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the pedestal. Exactly what he was explaining. My bad. I went on a tangent, but it's because this dude's dope, bro. I'm just saying. I've personally met him. The motherfucking awesome. And he's super grounded. I've never, he's the first, like, quote unquote famous person that I, like, got to know that, you know, on his level. And he's like the humblest motherfucker I've ever met on the planet. So it's kind of ironic. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's go.
Where you came from, knowing who you are, and pretty much saying top is not for everybody, bro. Whether you're rich or famous or whatever, I don't really fuck with it.
God dang, everybody coming at my throat now. I'm about to sell all my real estate. Who need a $3 million house? Who need a whole damn car collection? It goes back to 1948. I'ma buy a trailer park and put Earnhardt flags in every single window pane.
Talking about being at the top and having all this shit and everything, but at the end of the day, it don't mean nothing. I mean, I have a big house.
It don't, but you know what? But I'm sorry to cut you off, church. You know what I'm saying? But this is my reaction right now. You know what I'm saying? We reacting to you, so I'm sorry to cut you off, though. You know what I'm saying? But you've earned it, and I think that's all that needs to be said. No one needs a $3 million house. No one needs fucking a car collection. No one needs fucking really like. We all have vices. We all have things that we do just because, and if you earned it, I don't feel like anybody should have anything to say. Simple as that. You've earned it. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you know what I'm saying, was just like overnight, boom, I won the lottery. Like, no. We can go back and see your journey. We can go back. You have 4 years of goddamn videos, goddamn 5 years pretty much at this point of documented fucking proof. You know what I'm saying? That you came from the mud, bro. Like, fuck out of here. You don't need that stuff, and I know you don't give a fuck about anything materialistic because you were gonna let me drive, fucking nice. You told me to come down and drive your Lamborghini. Like, I couldn't even afford to replace a fucking single part on a Lamborghini, let alone a fucking oil change or, you know what I'm saying? Like, but the fact that you're like, so, bro, it's fucking, who gives a fuck? Come break this bitch. They're all broke. Like, I know you don't give a damn about none of that stuff, but the fact is that you've earned it. So nobody should have anything to say, and you don't have to answer to nobody because at the end of the day, you know you earned it. The people that love you know you earned it, and that's all that matters, bro. You fucking earned it. So yeah, let's get back to this regular scheduled programming.
Because I need a big house because I like my whole entire family living with me. So
yep,
we've always been like that. Our family's always been like super tight, and we've always lived with each other, and that's just how we roll.
My life is like a...
And something with that, you have to have a big enough house where people don't feel like they're living on top of each other. And the cool thing about Church's house is that shit's so goddamn big that like you really have like your own section of house. Like, it's just all connected, but everybody's got like their own section of house. Like, if you really wanted, they could probably go a good day without ever seeing one another if they just moved a certain way, because there's like all these extra fucking stairways and shit to get to this part of the house, but then you could come around to this other side and use that stairway to get to the same part of the house. The house is so goddamn big that it's necessary because they're all adults. So I get it, you know what I mean? And that's dope, and I understand because me and my girl and my kids right now, we're unfortunate, I won't even say unfortunately, because this is actually a blessing to have somewhere to go. And, we stay here and help out her parents. So I understand, you know what I'm saying? And we rent the basement.
Zombie land would be strapped up like Call of Duty in the future, blasting plasma beam. My Chevy from a galaxy, nobody's human I can see. And I get pulled over by UFOs, moon rocks in the seat.
A lot of people, they look at me, or they look at what I'm classified as when it comes to the entertainment industry or the music industry, and they play me off as whatever they really want because I kind of stick out in the whole entire lane of, what they try to put me in. And, I'm gonna be completely honest, I don't want to be classified with any of them. Hello? Dude, no, but will you pick me up a chocolate milk? Hold up.
Oh man, him and his chocolate milk.
What kind of chocolate milk do I like?
Purity.
You damn right, Purity. Purity, if you ever go out of business, sell me your recipe. I'll buy it. Alright, I love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
But I love Hershey's chocolate more. Just kidding, no I don't. All right, where were we at? The reason I don't want to be classified with, 90% of people who are classified as a country rapper or whatever. I see myself as a rapper. I've never heard someone be like, yo, you listen to that city rap, bro? No, I just listen to rap music. And if I'm rapping, I'm obviously rapping. That makes me a rapper, right? I am from 100%. The country, I get it. But to classify me...
And I've said that shit 100 times. I'll co-sign that. He's a rapper who also happens to be talented in the country realm of things, who happens to also be, talented in the rock realm of things, who just happens to... Yeah, I think those are the three genres that he really does. But yeah, he's just a talented motherfucker. Like, it's just... Why do we gotta put people in boxes? You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't make sense, dog. You know what I mean? It just don't make sense. Who wants to live in a box? You know what I mean? You can talk about boxes all day, though. You know what I'm saying? We've had whole conversations about boxes. You know what I mean? Reality, everyone's trying to put you in a box. You live on, you sleep on a box. If you think about it, your bed's usually in the shape of some sort of boxy shape. You know what I'm saying? We live in boxes. Look, this garage looks like a box. Like it's a box. Everyone's trying to box you in, bro. This work, bro. All right, let's go. My bad.
Me in the same group as some of these people that don't think outside of the box, like I said in my lyrics.
Boxes.
They look really bad, and it's not a good example.
100 years from now, I'll be cruising in the clouds. 1,000 angels in the crowd, but for right now, I'm only riding in a lonely spot. Lonely is the only time. Parachute me, I'm coming back down.
Because up here is not for me.
Jamming, goddamn.
Okay, I'm from fucking Rocky Top, and that area above that is not for me. There's, I don't know, man. It's just people like me and my family. When you put people like us on the television, and I've seen it before. I've seen where they've taken these families of country people or whatever and made a reality TV show about them. And everybody thinks they're fucking crazy, and everybody thinks they're, whatever. And same thing, like, I don't feel the need to, how do I say this?
Exploit
to
yourself?
Represent myself well for where I want to be in life and how I want to be remembered in music.
Right.
It's not about who I take a picture with. It's not about, am I at this party that all these other people are at. It's not... do I have a platinum song with a pop star? That's not what I'm going for. I'm going for what is lacking in society nowadays, which is family values. And yeah, if the world fucking does end, it will partially at least be a small fragment of that as the reason, is people not, having people they can go to and feeling like, it's weird if you're kid lives with you after the age of 18. What the fuck? Fuck that. I lived with my mama till I was fucking, 23. I was out on my own for...
No, I think I think now that whole conception has changed a lot just because the economy has changed a lot. You know what I'm saying? And not just in the economies that have just started booming because of weed and whatever else. The economy in general has changed across the United States. You know what I'm saying? The housing for everyone has went up. It's almost more common for people to live with their parents longer, you know what I'm saying, or past 18, just because it's not who freshly out of high school is making enough money realistically, to afford $1,000 rent or $1,200 rent by themselves. Most people aren't. And that's the reality of if you're living in any sort of big city, any sort of city, that's, Denver, an actual, you're going to pay, and that shit's hard. And then even if you think about if you're living out in a easier way of life or a slower pace of life, like the country, a lot of the time it's harder to find jobs out there. And if you do find one, it's still probably not paying a whole lot. So you're still kind of just living at the means of what you can kind of get there. And you're still kind of stuck in the same boat. You know what I mean? It's the same situation. I think that is starting to change just because everyone's really in the same boat as far as that goes.
Oh,
hold on. Pause. Oh, yeah, that was like perfect actually. My father-in-law got home and my battery was about to die, so that was like perfect. It was gonna cut off on us anyway. So, but yeah, back to what we was doing. Let's finish this behind the lyrics. Parachute, episode 13. Let's go.
2 years, and we were both struggling, and our whole family was really struggling. So we were all like helping each other and living in different places. And we were like, you know what? Fuck this. We're just gonna buy a big fucking cabin in the woods and fucking live with each other like a bunch of fucking little Tarzans.
Fuck yeah.
Fucking.
Past 3 years I've been climbing, still not tired. I can see the top. Ain't walked into their party yet, cause I'm from a distance, only here to watch.
To learn about how they do business, to learn about, what is their marketing plans, and why are they doing this fucking fruity fucking weird shit. You know what I mean? I'm talking about country music when I say that, because I was born in Nashville. I live on the outskirts. So I've seen country music go from fuck to the yeah to what the fuck was that? You know what I'm saying? And people try to play me out because like, oh, you can't say nothing, you're a rapper. Bitch ass motherfucker, I've had country albums on the charts too. Shut the fuck up. Fucking.
That's facts though. That's facts.
I'm a dark magician to the mental blocks. Everywhere is my mental spot. Xfinity with it, my thought process got its own motherfucking routing box.
Talking about, see, I don't need to be at these certain places, You don't need to appear at these places, and you don't need to appear more famous than you are, And I see people doing that shit all the fucking time, and that is the most annoying thing in the fucking world, man. For real. I hate when the motherfuckers like, oh yeah, you never heard of me? No, yeah, I was on the show in Nashville, so I don't know why you haven't heard of me since, you live here. Like, I don't fucking know. Shut the fuck up. I don't watch that fucking show, okay? And that's the thing, like, you don't need to appear as anything else but yourself. If you do start to get more famous, well then good, be fucking humble and, try not to go
Real
fucking
life.
crazy. I mean, that's the best advice I can give on that, but what I'm saying is, there's no point in acting more famous than you are. And it's fucking weird. Like, you get on Instagram and you see all these fucking pages that are like, professional blah blah blah, and then you click on their fucking page, got like 16,000 followers and the shittiest pictures ever. It's like, what the fuck am I looking at? Like, just let people give you credit for you to respect that credit. Don't give yourself all the credit and then end up transforming into a douche monkey.
I'm bulletproof to my cyberspace, not codependent on a record label. I beat the game, they know I did. Check these missed call from these millionaires.
Everybody already knows. I ain't gotta say that.
Yeah.
What up, Skins?
Yeah.
Atlantic probably looking like they found Atlantis. Hand steady like a
That
human
shit
praying
is
man.
so
It's
hard,
Fortnite, your
bro.
whole hilltop. Take the fucking glider back to my golden palace.
Victory Royale on your ass.
There ain't a whole lot to say about that either. Keep going.
For real though, that's how I feel. Like, a lot of people have come after me, man. Like, there's a million fucking fake pages of me. There's people trying to scam people for money. There's fucking people trying to say, oh, I need help. I'm stuck here. It's like, no, you're fucking not. You're collecting money all night, motherfuckers. Like, pretty much what I'm saying is I've dodged everything, and it's only because I've secluded myself.
He needed a screwdriver. All right, let's go.
For long periods of time. But when I say long periods of time, I mean like, a month, 2 months at a time. I take off tour and then I disappear for, a couple weeks, and I pop up and post some shit, this, that, and the other. And I think that's another thing that is making a lot of these artists feel like they're going crazy and, wanting to give up and fucking going crazy on their lives or something like that. And it's because they feel like they have to keep up with something. They feel like they have to keep up with everyone, and they have to post this at this time, and they have to be on a schedule. And bro, people like mystery. I mean, do you like mystery? Do you like when you don't know what's gonna happen next? Of course you do. If you didn't, then there'd be no point in watching it. They get ahead of themselves and they get jumbled up and they start getting super stressed out, dude. Like, there's a balance to it. You just got to figure it out. And to figure it out, you're going to have to stop trying to fucking be with all these motherfuckers all the time. You're going to have to go to your house and fucking decorate a room and fucking, you know, go outside and fucking plant some trees and shit. I know it sounds hippie as fuck, but it's true.
The top is no place for me, oh. I seen it through a scope when they don't know. Yeah, the bottom's where the party's at, where I can roll up super fat, get baked in random parking lots.
Talking about where I can still be myself, you know. The dude who grew up in fucking Middle Tennessee, nothing really special about my town. Yeah, that's about it. We got CB foods and shit. I mean, it's growing now, but I'm talking about like when I was growing up. It was fucking simple as shit, and that's where I'm from, so there's no need for me to act like I'm from Hollywood. There's no need for me to dress up for whoever's watching me right now, because y'all are probably in work clothes too right now. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with staying or wanting to surround yourself with the culture of what you've always, you know, grown in. And you know I got some extravagant fucking stupid shit like a Lamborghini, like. But what you guys don't know is, I mean, fuck, you know, my little brother hit that motherfucker with a big ass Can-Am like the first hour I had it, didn't he? You know what I'm saying? Like, and he come in the house and was like, bro, I hit one of your cars. I was like, which one did you hit? And he was like, I hit the Lamborghini. I was like, fuck. Man, alright. And we went outside the next day and fucking wrapped over it. I mean, you could see it underneath the wrap, but I really just don't give a fuck. Everybody's like, man, what is that? I'm like, oh, my brother hit it. Like, I kind of like telling people that.
That's crazy. How many people can say they got a Lamborghini and their brother hit it the first hour? How many people can even go and say like, hey, I hit my brother's Lamborghini with a Can-Am right after he bought it? Like, damn.
I'm good cannabis when you ain't smoke no goods since 96. And now I stay rolling up like I'm Tupac Shakur. Lighting up the Biggie Smalls, conspiracy theories in the blood.
Talking about like,
bars,
what
bro.
if it would have been the other way around? What if Tupac would have shot Biggie? You know what I mean? Like, I wonder if anybody ever thinks about that shit. Like, I know there's people out there like, oh man, all he knows is Hank Williams and fucking Reba. Like, yeah, that's what you think, but you know, we have, you know, mobile phones and shit. And we can listen to stuff too. There's not a barrier around the country that's like, hell no, you can't listen to that fucking crap. Fucking. No, we still listen to the shit. And you never know, man. Like, that could have changed just that one thing. If those roles were swapped. Think about this. If the roles were swapped in the Tupac and Biggie thing, who knows? Rap music could be fucking way different now. I guess we'll never know.
100 years from now, I'll be cruising in the clouds. 1,000 angels in the crowd, but for right now, I'm on a lonely rock, hiding in a lonely spot.
The album cover was actually gonna be a parachute in a tree, but I was like, nah, I don't want to do that. But I bought a parachute for that and didn't use it. I might sign it and send it to one of y'all. Maybe. It depends. See you guys later. Fucking.
Okay. That was an interesting little fun fact. He hasn't done one of those. He hasn't really had a fun fact in the behind the lyrics, I think, for like a couple of them actually. But yeah, that was pretty lit. Got a couple interruptions during that little situation there, but you know, we got it done. Pause. I don't want to see you, Mazda. Computer's tripping. There we go. Paused. But anyways, I love you guys. There is no me without you. Always remember to live life high. Honest, intelligent, genuine, humble. Look at something and be like, God damn it, I'm sexy. And ask you living that way. And yeah, go check out that album Parachute, because that's your whore, son. That's your whore. I'm just saying, it's your whore. Love y'all. Peace.